it would not be the Coke Zero Social Arena if we didn't have friends come by. I'm joined by Nick Catania. He is the head coach of Point Pleasant Beach, the boys basketball team there. State champions a year ago, Group 1. State semifinals this year. What a great couple of years you've had.
Yeah, no, it's been a fun run. Fun 2 years. We were 29-2 this year, and we also won a short conference tournament. So it was a good year for our team and our town.
And you're saying that you got one kid Big Ten bound, another guy going to Notre Dame from this year's team, and what you did? You must have done great things for your community, because that's an area that got walloped pretty hard by Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing we did was last year win the Group 1 championship, and the whole town came out and supported us, and it kind of got everybody's mind off what was going on with Sandy. People out of their homes, and obviously it can't fix everything, but it gave people time to do something else other than worry about their situations at home.
All right, well, we got you guys out of your houses for a little bit more basketball here. Coach brought his whole team with him, well, most of his team. You got 6 guys here to help us out with a demonstration in a moment here. That guy on the right end in the tie, he looks a little too old to be in high school anymore. But Coach, why don't you introduce us to your players here, starting on the left?
Okay, that's sophomore guard Ryan Sheehan. We'll expect big things from him next year. Next to him is Matt Van Ostren, a sophomore guard, another guy that we're going to expect to step up next year. Michael Fraunheim is a junior guard.
He's got his game face on.
Yeah, he always has his game face on.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
Mike's a hard worker. He's another guy we're expecting to step up next year. And number 15, Chris Chaffano, is a junior guard as well. And we're expecting big things from him. He's been a varsity player for 3 years. And number 24 is Noah Yates. He's actually a 3-sport athlete.
He's not too happy.
Nah, but he's a football guy.
Yeah.
So he's going to Yale to play football.
All right.
And number 55 is Jeff Bryan. He's a senior center, and he's still looking at colleges to go to.
Who's that guy right there?
Yeah, that's Coach Lapis, the best coach in the NCAA history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get going with the demo, and that's why Coach Lapis is over there. He's not leaving us. We get tweets here and back in our social arena, Coach. So we're going to take a look at a tweet that comes in with the Tennessee-Iowa game coming up tonight. What does Tennessee need to do to beat Iowa tonight? We know that the Hawkeyes can score in bunches. Tennessee played it tough down the stretch, though, to get into the tournament. And Coach Lapis, the Garnet Gulls are here to help you set things up.
We're going to set things up, and what Tennessee does so well is work with their big guys. They have 2 of the best big guys, Jarnell Stokes and Jordan McRae. You're going to see here one of the sets that they run. They love to get in on that pick and roll to Jerron Maynard. The other thing they do is, that Conzo Martin does is, he'll change guys' positions. He'll run that same set, but he'll use Jordan McRae instead of Stokes to space them out more because he's such a good 3-point shooter. So let's set up this play here with these guys. Okay, let me get 3 red shirts on offense. Let me get 1 here. You got the ball. You look like a point guard. You point guard? Yeah. Okay. You're here. You're up here. Like, let's say that's the key. You pick up the point guard. You guys each pick up one of these 2 guys. And you're at the elbow here. We're at the elbow. You guys are playing one at the elbow there, one at the elbow there. The big thing here is they love to pick and roll and get high-lows going. But they can do it, as I said, different ways. This could be Stokes and Maimon. This could be Maimon and McRae, as you're going to see in the tape. And it creates different opportunities for their offense. But the bottom line is they're very, very good at getting it inside. And the other reason why this is a good offense is because they have 2 big guys that can really pass the ball. And that's a prerequisite to being able to run good high-low stuff. Okay, the first thing is you're going to come out and set a screen, a pick and roll. And you're going to come and you're going to bring it to wing. Now, you're going to roll. You're going to reverse pivot and roll to the basket. Okay, you're going to bring it to the wing. You're going to flash high. Now, if you got your man, right? You got to get back there. You got to hedge a little bit, they get back. The ball goes here to the top. Now, if it's Jordan McRae, you got to guard this guy. The thing about Maimon is such a big, strong guy, he's able to get great position in here when he reverse pivots. And they look for this pass. Stokes can make this pass. Jordan McRae can make this pass. Now, maybe if it's Stokes, this guy decides to back off because he's not as good a shooter. That's why it's a good move when McRae's in the game, because he's a good 3-point shooter. Now, as you're going to see in the tape, what happens is a couple of options. Let's start from the beginning again. There's a couple of options with this. Option number 1 is you're going to set the screen. If he helps too much, because he's a good player, you're going to throw him the ball. And that's what you're going to see in the first clip that we're going to show, that we showed. Maimon gets fouled on that play. Okay, so that's one option. And here it is. You're going to see it right here. They throw it right inside. The defense stays a little too long on the head. No help comes. they throw it inside. Here's option number 2. Okay, same thing. We're going to set the screen. You're going to roll low. I want you to keep this guy on your back. Keep on your back. You flash high. Reverse pivot here. Flash high. Throw it up top. And now right here. And that's what we call a high-low. Now, what's the other option? One more time. And then I'm going to get these guys involved. We're going to set the screen. He hedges. Now, he does a great job. You do a great job of getting in front of him. Don't let him get the ball. Roll to the roll. Flash high. Now, if he's a great big man out, go ahead, throw it here. Now, you're going to start posting up. But if he's, let's say you're going to come in and duck in. If he's a great post man, the guy here might be worried. Do I come and help? Do I get out on this guy? So Maven, he's a tough post player, so they may be talking about hanging in here to not let him get the ball so easy. So what happens is, let's get Wally Zerbiak, one of the great wing shooters ever, in that corner. And let's get Mateen Cleaves up here, who's going to tell us a couple of things about about how to use a pick and roll. So let's go right from the beginning. Mateen, why don't you talk to our point guard here about what you thought of one of the greatest guards in the history, MVP of the Final Four, okay? What did you think about when you use it? Because coaches don't like to pick and roll, right? What did you think of when you were trying
First of all, you got to do a good job of waiting on the big man to get here to set the screen. So if the big come, you have to wait on the screen. The big job is to set aside the screen. You want to come shoulder to shoulder, foot to foot, tight, and come off of that screen to create an advantage. If you do that, then you got action.
Okay, great. Thank you. Now, you're flashing high. Okay? He's doing a great job on defense. We got a great wing shooter. Wally, why is it important for you to play with a good big guy?
Well, a good big guy can attract a lot of attention down low. It can attract double teams. In this scenario, if you post up big, you can draw 2 defenders 2-1. As a result, someone's going to be open on the weak side. Quick swing pass to the corner. This is the shortest three-point shot and the easiest three-point shot in the corner.
I'm guarding Wally. So let's start it from the beginning again, guys. We'll go all the way through just to show it. So I'm guarding Wally, but my coach has told me, you're up here a little higher, my coach has told me, listen, this Maven guy is killing us. He draws a zillion fouls, he's tough around the basket, he's got great hands, so you got to like cheat. Now, it just so happens that the three-point shooter in that tape is not a great three-point shooter, okay? And that's probably why this guy was cheating a little much. If this is McRae, he might not be cheating. It all depends on what the coach tells him. So I'm going to cheat, because the guy I'm guarding is like a 32% three-point shooter. We're going to take a chance. Okay, go ahead, run. Okay? Reverse it. Now you come. I'm going to stay in here. I'm trying to get too big. And how about this? You fake your pass in here. You know what I'm going to do? All it takes is that little step this way. You throw there, and Wally's ready to knock it out.
Yep.
Okay, guys? Any questions? And those are plays that you're going to see tonight in that game against Iowa.
All right, Lap. I was hoping Wally would shoot it and break all the TVs in the back of big basketball net, but oh well. All right, Garnet Goals, great job. And we'll make sure Coach Lapis stays away from your practices, all right? Thanks for coming in, guys. And for those of you coming back, good luck next year. We'll be back with more right after this, talking Ohio State and Dayton. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks a lot for having us. Appreciate it.